Okay, so this is my second video. The other thing that I know that I'm going to want to talk about at our September 8th meeting is something that, just like how I'm not exactly quite sure where the line is for caring for women. I don't want to overly care, I don't want to underly care, but I want to talk about that with you guys. This area I'm not 100% sure on either, because I want our team to develop as leaders together, and I want to have conversations around that, but I don't want to add extra work and responsibility to your lives, especially because you guys are all already giving so much in life and giving so much to Empower and to these women who are taking Empower, so and to your own personal growth. But I don't want to miss the opportunity to be people who are intentionally processing our souls and growing in leadership together. So I'm not saying that this has to be the main spot where you process your soul, but I do want to just kind of like make sure that we're touching base on those things. So at the September meeting, I would like, as we go around and all say our job description and our responsibility, I'd like to give a chance for everyone to say to an area where maybe they feel like the Lord is putting his finger on for this year for them to grow as a leader. Basically, my heart behind that is I want us, as we embark on this more self-sufficient site journey together, that we have assistant mentors now. Hopefully in the years in the future we'll have leads and assistants. So we'll be facilitating the Empower experience. I want us to be able to grow in health as leaders. So whether that means kind of like just living out of a full well of intimacy with the Lord, or if it looks like growing in areas where it's just hard in your life to be healthy or to be a healthy leader or things like that, I would just want to create an environment where we can talk about those things. So at our September meeting, if you're able to, I would like you to be able to say one area where you feel like the Lord's putting his finger on or shining his light in your life in the area of just growing in health, or living out of like a deep well instead of just kind of like living on the surface of your life. So I have a passage from Strengthening the Soul of Your Leadership, the Ruth Haley Barton book, and I was going to read it, but I won't have time on here, so I'll just attach it to the email, a picture of it. That's basically what I'm getting at. That just kind of as a leader, living where you're connected to your soul. So ideas for what the Lord could be putting his finger on, it could just be like he might be saying, hey, it's really easy for you to care about other people, but you don't let people care about you, or you don't have peers. That would be a great area. Or you're too busy in your life and you need to investigate about slowing down and just creating margin in your life. Or it could be, maybe you feel like, as you hear me sharing this, you think, okay, I would have to hear the Lord's voice about that, and I have no idea how to even hear the Lord's voice. That's fine, and that could be your thing, that you kind of acknowledge, I don't really know how to hear God's voice, and I want to learn about that over this year. Or it could be just like, I have a lot of like seriousness in my life and I need to incorporate some fun. Or it could be, there's just like so many things that it could be. But my suggestion to you is to ask the Lord, God, to grow as a more healthy person that's pouring out health to the people that I'm caring about, as I'm growing as a leader to move in a more healthy direction. Where do you think, what would you like me to kind of like notice this year? And I'm not necessarily asking you to like do this whole big investigation, but I would say just keep it in the back burner of your mind, and if you want, read a couple resources about it. But I think even just acknowledging it before each other will put it on your brain, so that as you're going through the year, you'll think about it some. And then at the end of the year, we'll just kind of like talk about what our findings were. Okay? If that's not clear, or if you're like, I just have no idea where to begin with that, text me and we can kind of like go from there. And if we want to like talk on the phone or meet for coffee or something, that's great. And just remember that this is just an experiment that I'm trying. So I might be totally off track, but we're just trying it out for a year. All right. Bye, ladies.